Welcome to Physics Can Be Fun with me, Stephen Thomas. We're talking about organic chemistry and in particular the alcohols. Now the alcohols are perhaps our favorite organic compound for some of us, shouldn't be, and they all have an oxygen in them. Now we looked at the alkanes, they were just purely carbon and hydrogen, but the alcohols have got an oxygen and a hydrogen on the end. Hydroxyl group or an OH group that makes them the alcohols. So if we were to just simply put that there we have our alcohol. Just needs another hydrogen on the end, and that satisfies the four bonds which carbon has to have, and there's the OH. Remember, with the alkanes, a single carbon was called methane. Now, a single carbon alcohol is called methane. We drop the E and we add ol. So they all end in ol. Methanol. Now let's get a 2-carbon alcohol. Do you recognize that? Our 2-carbon alcohol. 1 carbon, 2 carbon ends in OH. Our alkanes in this 2-carbon was called eth, a 3-carbon prop, 4-carbon but, etc. So we follow the same nomenclature, and we have ethanol. Again, ending ethane, ol. There's our OH on the end of the chain. And then if we were to move it one up and have another carbon, 3-carbon propanol, propane, ol. And let's make a 4-carbon alcohol. What would that be? Butanol. Now, frankly, it's only ethanol that we drink, which is made from fermenting, for example, barley or grapes or whatever. And that is the drinkable alcohol. Spirits, methanol would be very dangerous to drink, and in fact, it makes a lot of people blind when they drink it, from wood alcohol. So there we go, butanol. Each time notice that the alcohol, the OH or hydroxyl group, is on the end. Let's add another carbon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentanol. And so we could go hexanol, heptanol, octanol. But I think you're getting the idea of how they're named. Now, we talk about this OH or hydroxyl group as the functional group. This is what makes an alcohol an alcohol and gives alcohol its properties. For example, all the alcohols are liquids at room temperature. And it's due to that oxygen, which happens to form hydrogen bonds. When the OH is on the end, we start and we call that the carbon number 1 of the chain. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We always name from the end where the functional group is attached. In this case, it's the OH group. This would be the structural formula. If we were to give the molecular formula for alcohols, it would be something like this. Got C, H, and O. We know that they've only got one O. We don't have to write the 1. And for each carbon, it's got double the number of hydrogen, which is 2N, and then there's 2 on the end plus 2O. So the formula, the molecular formula, would be CnH2n plus 2O. So for example, for pentanol, pent, 5, it would be C 5, H 2 times 5 is 10 plus 2, H12O. And we could see that C5, H2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hydrogens and an O. And there we go.